Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Ultimate Property Management Virtual Masterclass. This is part 3, hosted by Real Estate Investor. And today's third masterclass of 2021 is officially sponsored by WeconnectU, developers of intelligent property management software to enable you to scale and deliver more value to your clients. My name is Neil Peterson. I'm the founder of Real Estate Investor, South Africa's leading independent digital real estate platform for over 14 years already, geared for investors, landlords, developers, property practitioners, and entrepreneurs. The topic for today is how to critically review your business model and your value proposition. So please welcome Schalk van der Merwe.
So the discussion point today is how to critically review your business model. Now, I showed a slide earlier that the business model is forming part of your internal company overview. And after a couple of critical questions you've got to ask yourself while undoing your company overview, that ultimately you will get to the perfect business model that will, first of all, drive value to your customers, but hopefully also drive value into your back pocket and make sure that you build a sustainable business. Now, starting off, maybe to answer the question, is your business model working in today's day and age? It's actually quite simple to answer that question. And it's as simple as going onto Google or Facebook or any other rating platform and asking, how does your reviews look? And does that reviews translate into your bottom line? If your reviews are positive, I would hope and assume that your bottom line looks positive. If the reviews are positive and your bottom line doesn't look good, somewhere within your business model, there's an issue. So I think it's quite a nice way to start. It's quite an easy way to analyze it. And I think it's quite a nice exercise for all of you to do after the session to say, how do I look from a social review perspective? And how does that translate into my bottom line? All right, so let's dive into the detail about kind of critically reviewing your business model. So first of all, it starts off with, what are you offering the market? So I always joke that when we were in the property business ourselves, that we were actually not, or when we were property managers ourselves, we were not into property. We were in the service business, like all of you. We just coincidentally delivered the service in the property market sector. So if you're in the service business, the first thing is to say, what makes a great service business? Secondly, depending on, like Toby's alluded to, your market overview and understanding your customer, what is it from a value perspective, from a needs perspective, that I should deliver that my client will see as value? Because unless there's not enough value, and hopefully a unique value compared to my competitors, the customers potentially would not choose me. Or if they choose me, they would not be willing to pay my price I'm going to be charging to deliver that value. So the first step is, what are you going to offer to which market segment, and make sure that that value is unique. And secondly, it's addressing the key needs of your client. Next up is your customer segments. I sat with quite a big organization yesterday with hundreds of thousands of, or in fact, millions of customers. And they told me that they know precisely who they want to be or what they want to be for who. But sometimes if we would sit with smaller companies, they have a challenge to properly understand what they want to be for who. And they kind of feel that they are almost want to be everything for everybody. And as we all know, that will not be a great business model. So if you are in property management, let's say community management, are you just looking after the sectional title and HOAs, or sectional title space? Are you doing sectional title and HOA? If you're doing both, what services are you delivering? I think one of the biggest challenges for any property manager is to clearly draw the line where their service starts and where their service ends. Because if you as property community manager allow a trustee to drag you into every single moving part of that estate potentially, you would not be able to run a profitable business on the average of, let's say, between 80 to 120 Rand per unit. Because if you've got to literally communicate, do, and manage all things on the estate, and you do not ask a proper management fee, there is no way that you'll be able to run a profitable business, as an example. So to understand which customer segment you want to deliver, and what you're going to be delivering for them is a critical element. Next up in unpacking your business model is key resources. So if you know what you want to deliver, to who, what are you going to need with regards to people, infrastructure, technology potentially, to make sure that you can deliver the value to your clients on the specific customer segments that you've identified on a consistent way. And like I said, it could be people, it could be office, it could be technology, making sure that you equip yourself and your team with the necessary resources to ensure you can deliver that value on a daily basis. Next up is activities. So surely you've got to go out and make sure that that value is delivered on a daily basis, that you communicate your value to your clients, that they actually know about you, that there's certain awareness drive of you and what you're going to offer, and how you are unique compared to your clients. A critical aspect next up is, can you do it in such a way from an activity point of view that your cost structure helps you to actually drive the bottom line? So a lot of people starts off, they try to design this perfect service, which is actually not difficult to do, but it's almost impossible to deliver that service on a daily basis in a profitable way. And then ultimately you've got to understand, where is your revenue going to come from, and which pockets or profit pools are you going to tap into? So a good example is a lot of property managers managing property, but they are not registered debt collectors. So there is potentially a big income stream that they're not tapping into. They are still managing arrears, but because they're not debt collectors, they can't effectively charge for those activities to the tenant that they are managing. So understanding, if you're going to deliver the service, can you unlock or tap into all those potential income streams, unlocking potential profit pools to make sure that you build a healthy and a profitable business? So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to end off Skalk's presentation, which I think is still struggling to get back online, is I think all of us get caught in looking internally into ourselves and making sure that we only deliver, or we deliver amazing service. But there's a lot more to it, a lot more to make sure that you can actually, on a daily basis, deliver value, taking all those other aspects involved in a consistent way, driving activities to ensure there's more business coming in, having a cost structure that will actually ultimately drive bottom line, and unlocking all potential revenue streams in your business. This ultimately is the critical questions and aspects of the business model that you have to understand, analyze, address, hopefully with your team, and ultimately develop a business model that will drive value both for your client and for yourself. And with that, I would like to finish Skalk's presentation. Thank you very much. Skalk had a fantastic way to end this presentation, which I know she also says the best way to predict the future is to create it. And I think today we really would like to make sure that every single audience member that said, no, I don't know how to write a business plan, or I don't think it's going to help me, or I don't have time, would understand is, if you make the time to build a business plan and answer all those critical questions before the year end, you can next year start predicting your future and ensuring that your strategic objectives that you would like to achieve for your business, working on your business, not in your business, is achieved by simply making enough time to put this business plan together before you go and leave this year and you hit 2021 running, 2022 running. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Johan. Thank you. I think it's not easy to pick up, but I think, being the MD of the company, you in it, you understand what's going on. So thank you for that. Thank you for picking up on Skalk. I mean, we will call you the other Fundamava. Okay. Okay, great. But I think, listen, just some feedback, guys. It's been fantastic. I mean, these are some of the comments. This has been amazing. Truly impressive speakers. Really got me thinking much bigger and more focused. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And some of the comments, I sincerely love Pestle Factors by Dani. Giovanni says, this has been a brilliant session. Thank you so much for inviting us to the talk. Very refreshing and great perspectives raised. So I think the feedback's been awesome, guys. So I'll just say well done to all of you. And exactly 2022, I mean, we started off with Michael Jackson, who said, ignite your 2022, and he set the scene so nicely. And we covered all the different aspects. Maybe let's just get a question here from Toby. And this is from Freddie Stein. And it says here, it's all good to obtain information and derive a plan and add more value, but you still need to get in front of your client to utilize your services. What do you, so really, I think what he's asking for is some kind of advice. How can you improve himself sitting in front of the client? I don't know what your comments on that. What are your views?
I think, thank you for the question, Freddie. Okay, I'm not on mute. Yeah, I think it's firstly, do the core business very well. Build your business, build your reputation, so that nobody can point fingers to say that you're not good at what you do. So work on building a reputation and skilling yourself as an authority in the market. Secondly, if you are building your business on word of mouth, then I think you are your approach is reactive. So invest in market channels. Part of the marketing overview is finding out where are your clients looking for you, where are they searching for you, who are they asking about your services. If you know that, then you put in place the correct channels. Your digital marketing channels, have a proper website, have a blog where you're posting information, even if you repost it from other channels, have a social media channel. Then I would say add to that mix your in-person networking. The more you are connected to your stakeholders and key stakeholders or role players in your industry, you are connected in the area that you are living. And then choose the tools that you are using wisely. Very often, if the platform that you're using to deliver your services has got strong reporting functionality and it's helping you to communicate your value, very often that information is shared between clients. One trustee shares it with another trustee. And the first question is, where do you find this? Where's this coming from? So I would say it's a combination of focusing on your core business, do it really well. Secondly, identify marketing channels, invest in marketing channels, get out of your comfort zone and invest in things that you've never done before, start networking and use the right tools to communicate your value in the marketplace.
Great stuff. I think it's a great way to end, Toby, as well from your side. Donnie, any more closing thoughts just from your side?
Yeah, Neil, you know me, I'm an optimist. I am so glad that the poll came out that everybody else or most other people are really excited about the industry, that the innovation and the transformation far outweighs the challenges and the threats that is out there. So I guess it's really a team effort. Obviously at WeconnectU, we are passionate to be a partner in solving some of those challenges and threats for you guys and with you guys. And yeah, there's obviously other key stakeholders involved in the process. So we're excited with you. Luckily, like that Paul said, and let's take this industry to a whole nother level.
Okay, absolutely. I think great way to end there, Donnie. Thank you very much. And then Michael, can you give us your parting shots, your final thoughts on this? I mean, you had a big contribution to the Menti data as well, which is interesting. And we all got excited when he said ignite your 2022. I think that's great.
Thank you, Neil.
Yeah.
It's a real pleasure to have watched this. I think I'm learning a lot as well from all the expert speakers that we've had. More than anything, as we want to ignite next year and get into 2022, the world is going to be very different. We all know that. Nothing that we've experienced before will be repeated as we move post-pandemic. And I think that, we've got to watch that we're not over managing or over administrating, but getting those levels right and massively improving through the use of data and what we know about our customers. And if you don't know much about them, by the way, go and ask. So improve your data, improve your technology, build more collaboration and relationships. You'll be measured on those kind of things as we move into the future. And, you can get out there and steal any market that you wish. So I wish you well in doing so. Follow those business plans. And thank you once again to Real Estate Investor and WeConnectU for inviting me into this platform. I've learned a lot. Thank you, Neil.
Absolute pleasure. Great way to end there. Thank you, Michael. It was great having you on board and nice inspiration there coming from your side. And Johan, I'm going to give you the final word. You're the boss, you're the man up top, you're there, and you did the other Van der Merwe's presentation so well. I mean, it's your final thoughts, your final words.
No, I truly missed the scope today. Neil, I think the idea of the Property Management Masterclass we started in January, and what it is today is really meeting those objectives. We, as WeconnectU, truly want to transform this industry. We can't do it alone. So thank you for your collaboration in helping us to build a platform like the Ultimate Property Management Masterclass, and also the input from Michael, helping us to set the scene for today. I've just received a couple of personal WhatsApps from our audience saying that this was the most informative session for most business owners and helping them to really equip themselves for 2022. That for us is great news. The good news, however, is that early next year, we will have another Property Management Masterclass, and we will build on specific this topic. And hopefully we can have some workshops, two-way conversations, more two-way than today, and really drive the implementation of this and really trying to help the market collectively to build the ultimate property management business class, set everybody up for success and drive together the transformation that the market needs. And I almost want to say deserve. Thank you very much. And yeah, appreciate everybody's attendance today and buying the time out to listen to us. Appreciate it.
I've got an inspirational quote here from Jeff Bezos that I'd just like to leave you from Amazon. And he said, in today's era of volatility, there is no other way than to reinvent. The only sustainable advantage you can have over others is agility. That's it. He says, because nothing else is sustainable. Everything else you create, somebody else will replicate. Well, isn't that interesting? That comes from the man himself, the second wealthiest after Elon Musk in the tech world, big leader. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you to WeconnectU and to all the speakers for today. I think it's been a fantastic masterclass. We look forward to next year's one. Stay safe and in successful investing, especially in the best asset there is, and that is in yourself. This is Neil Peterson of Real Estate Investor from the Ultimate Property Management Virtual Masterclass, signing out.